Hello, this is Kieran from CryptoBoost. Really happy to have you here with me today. It's the 22nd of July 2019. I'm in Portugal, and yeah, it's very beautiful here. After I was going to go exploring the city, but I won't talk ramble any longer and get right into it. I've got a short news update. First of all, talking about Bitcoin dominance and if altcoins are going to outperform Bitcoin or not. In my opinion, it's probably not going to be anytime soon, but let's jump right into it. So despite the fact that Bitcoin is a leading crypto, altcoins, so basically everything else apart from Bitcoin, has been suffering lately due to Bitcoin gaining in valuation, even though altcoins have been gaining in a lot of USD valuation. Not as much as the end of 2017, but still quite a lot. They've mostly been losing in SAT valuation. So in fact, over the course of the bull run from 2016 to early 2018, Bitcoin dominance fell from over 90% to around 33%. So the bottom, this so-called alt season, was catalyzed by the number of ICOs that were around. So with this move, many investors have become accommodated to the idea that when BTC runs, cryptocurrencies should rally even further. But during Bitcoin's recent moves from $3,000 to $14,000, altcoins widely underperformed, as made evident by a 10% uptrend in the Bitcoin dominance stat. So there are a few things that you have to remember, like for example, for the 2017 BTC and cryptocurrency bull run, the altcoins actually just performed fantastically in the last part of the bull run, so the end of the bull run, which the whole bull, like for example the Bitcoin bull run started around I would say like August 2015, so it would take at least 3 years, around two years for BTC to reach the peak of $20,000, and the actual bull run of many cryptocurrencies actually only started at the end of this massive peak. So it can be that the next altcoin cycle might not be right now, but maybe late 2019 or more likely mid 2019. So there are different analysts that have an opinion on this matter. So according to Adaptive Fund Willy Woo, however, investors shouldn't be holding their breath for altcoins to perform. In a recent three-part thread, the popular analyst explains that one of his indicators suggests that an alt season won't occur until at least the end of 2019, even the start of 2020. And his reasoning is because of a 365-day moving average of the altcoin market against Bitcoin is still a ways off from coming to fruition. So here's his. This is one of my alt season indicators from Willy Woo, a bullish cross of the 365-day moving average, market cap, BTC USD. It's crude and imperfect, but easy to pull on trading view. So alt season is not guaranteed. If it happens, it can't see it happening to the end of 2019. So here we've got this bullish moving average, and here we've got the Bitcoin dominance below. Very interesting if you ask me. So the only altcoin that he gave a nod to was Ethereum, which has managed to survive at least 4 years of market cycles, which is in the competitive market, it's very good. So however, don't be worried. In my opinion, also alts will not be worthless. They might be losing in SAT valuation, so it's just a thing to be aware of it when you're diversifying, that you also have some BTC in your portfolio and Ethereum and so on, to have a nice diversified portfolio. I mean, cryptocurrency is risky, so no need to make it even more riskier by investing in some no-name, high-risk cryptocurrencies, maybe on like position 300 or 400 or something like that. So in a recent thread, Joe McCann, the chairman of NodeSource and a leading investor, opined that all fundamentals and technical signals that Bitcoin will be cryptocurrency to beat for the foreseeable future. So per recommendation I share, here are some thoughts on why trading anything but Bitcoin at this point is meaningless. Your odds are going to be worthless. So it's got a more direct point of view and very dramatic. In his opinion, BTC is everything. I think diversification is very important. And yeah, look at XRP, Ethereum, maybe EOS, and some other more um, higher place coins. So you can see a similar trend with the cryptocurrency focused financial vehicles already on the market, or those that are looking to come to market. Look no further than the incessant stream of crypto-backed exchange traded funds, ETF applications, and the Bitcoin futures from the CME. Very interesting article. But yeah, like to recap, I think the altcoin cycle is going to take a while to come. Probably, I would say like sometime next year, beginning of next year, we're going to see a massive altcoin cycle. But we're going to have to see what Bitcoin is doing, because at the moment, if Bitcoin is increasing in value, the altcoins are losing in value. If Bitcoin is losing value, the altcoins are also losing value. So at the moment, altcoins are just getting hammered left and right. Next up, Billionaire VC on Bitcoin. Crypto made it make the world a better place. I really like this stance. So Timothy Draper, popular known as Tim Draper, is an American venture capital investor and early Bitcoin investor. He has for long supported cryptocurrencies and reiterated the same view in different interviews. So first of all, he says it's one of the greatest opportunities we've ever had. The world is going to be a much better place in 10 to 15 years. And I share his opinion on this matter. It's as if I'm experiencing the internet revolution, but now with a blockchain. So I think I'm so lucky to be part of this financial and technological revolution. It's very exciting to say the least. So now he also says, why is Libra in Switzerland? Why did all these other cryptocurrencies get started in Gibraltar or Malta? It's because we have so many regulators and so many people getting involved before we can innovate. So moreover, he believes Libra would have been the beginning of a trustworthy currency. He noted that in the last 100 years or so, the world has moved beyond the gold-backed currency. Currently, the price of a currency is based on the trust in the system. And I think that's a very good point he makes, because yeah, I mean, basically everyone just believes that the Swiss franc, the euro, the US dollar has a value, and that's why it's actually working. But yeah, governments and have to work hard to make sure that they can print enough money so that the inflation is too high. However, the catalyst and the results of this is going to be a financial crisis maybe every decade or so. So last one was 2008, and in my opinion, a next one is just around the corner. Many signals are pointing towards one. So now, talking about the US dollar, the dollar is based on paper and the promise of a government. If we have long since left the economy, that promise is gold, currency is ethereal. He also said it's good to have people talk about it, because the money they talk about, the more they realize how important Bitcoin is going to be for the planet and all of us. On the benefits of Bitcoin and the crypto, he noted that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are out there to make the world a better place. It will reduce 2 to 3% from the transaction cost in global remittance, which is just a mind-blowing amount. And if it reaches there, then one BTC is going to take you very far, very far. So here are also a few other good statements he makes. I think geographic borders are falling. This makes a lot of government officials become a little nervous, because they build their power on the fact that we are all tribal, but we are global now. He also said it will be much more frictionless to do business around the world. What another aspect I really like about cryptocurrency and blockchain is, as soon as banks and so on are running on the blockchain network, then there will be a lot more transparent, and transparency is something that we need a lot. Next up is Blockbuster. Could Bitcoin SV's new 2 gigabyte block size destroy the network? Well, Craig Wright, he's a funny guy, and he doesn't stop to entertain us and bring news about Bitcoin SV and his fake Toshi stuff. Anyway, let's jump into it. So the 2 gigabyte block size should increase the Bitcoin SV transactions to over 1000 TPS per second, but will it lead to greater centralization and undermine the network? So there's a lot of downsides to increasing the block size so much. So 2 days from now, Bitcoin SV will take a grand leap into the unknown with the Quasar grid, which introduces a default block size hard cap of 2 gigabyte, which is just crazy if you ask me. That's an order of magnitude bigger than Bitcoin Cash at 32 megabytes or Bitcoin's 2 to 4 megabyte block size. Now, scaling, of course, Bitcoin has a big scaling problem, but just increasing the block size is not a solution, as we've noticed that with Bitcoin Cash, and a 2 gigabyte Bitcoin SV is not going to make it any better. However, it actually may make it worse. So Bitcoin SV will have a 512 block size at first. Most miners won't be mining 2 gigabyte blocks, so the hard cap is around 512 blocks. That's what they're going to be mining at the beginning. Now, CryptoSlate damns the block size increase. CryptoSlate published a damning opinion piece recently where it estimated that a cost of 0.025 cents per gigabyte storage for a current node will increase by $2.57 each year on top of the storage cost of the existing blockchain. So with 2 gigabyte blocks, Bitcoin's SV storage per year would increase by $2,000 per year, $2,600 per year. That said, exchanges and service providers tend to run full nodes and they have enough revenue to afford it. So it remains to be seen what impact this will have. So 2,000 for a blockchain is not that much money, but however, there are a lot of other negative aspects. So first of all, there's going to be it's going to be much more centralized, and it also will reduce the security of the whole network. So now talking about the 128 megabyte blocks, not a resounding success. So Bitcoin's SV experience with larger block sizes so far has not had that much success. So now they've already had like nearly the 50 or the 60 times amount of block size than Bitcoin, but it hasn't actually improved Bitcoin SV's experience. So not sure where they're trying to head with the 2 gigabyte block size, but in my opinion it's just a marketing stunt that Craig Wright is trying to push, and people don't really understand that it's not really going to help Bitcoin SV that much at all. So yeah, lackluster mining fees and of course larger block size doesn't mean much if no one wants to pay to use the network. Over the past few months, miners have earned a grand total of $162 per day in fees. If the people who maintain the network aren't making enough money to cover the increased cost, then the mining power will go to more lucrative blockchain projects. So that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this small news video. I'm going to go and get some lunch here in Portugal. If you've got any questions, and don't hesitate to leave it down in the comment below. I'll gladly respond to them. So without further ado, I wish you a great day and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.